Hello tacticians, and journey welcome the Mythic to series back! We are interrupting this broadcast with a God Emperor mandated health awareness announcement. If you experience difficulties understanding simple sentences, that may be a sign of chaos corruption or an ongoing stroke, and you are to report to your nearest medical officer for extermination at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation. Speaking of medical officers, today's hero is Incisus, the least smurf of the Ultramarines currently available in Tacticus. And while mine hasn't started his mythic journey yet, he soon will, and the content must flow, so here we are. Mission 1. Overkill 5 enemies with Incisus in one battle. The most difficult mission of the whole journey, but with a dedicated support team and at least a diamond to Incisus, it may be completable in one of the earlier Indomitus campaign stages.
The first Incisus' Mythic Journey mission is supposedly for him to defeat 5 enemies by overkilling them, which should be easy at this point if your Incisus is on his Mythic Journey in pretty much any Indomitus stage. So pick whatever you need to farm, bring enough multi-hit heroes to take care of any potential scarabs, and then just have Incisus kill everything. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. And that's the stage clear and mission done. At least in theory. Moving on.
Mission 2. Heal 30,000 HP with Incisus in one turn. This mission is probably best done in Onslaught and requires an Incisus and 4 other organic Imperial heroes with more than 6,000 HP if your Incisus is active is at least level 48, or Incisus, Isabella, and 4 other organic Imperial heroes with more than 5,000 HP each if your Incisus active is at least level 46.
The second Incisus' Mythic Journey mission supposedly requires him to heal 30,000 worth of HP in one turn, which becomes reliably possible once his active hits level 46 and heals a little over 5,000 HP per Imperial. Or, if you want to make this slightly easier and not require Isabella, you can do this with a level 48 active, which should heal a little over 6,000 HP. Now, you may have noticed that this isn't a fight screen, this is a stage selection screen for Onslaught, and that's because I think the best way to do this will be in Onslaught, and the legendary one is probably going to be the best for it, as in the best compromise between the time needed and the fuckability of it. Since my Incisus currently is only at level 46 active ability, I'm going to need to use Izzy. Alright, so for starters, bring Incisus, Isabella, and 3 other heroes that are above 5,000 HP each, or if you don't want to use Izzy, above 6,000 HP each. As we will need to kill one, I brought Thaddeus, who is kinda squishy and above the HP mark, and I'm gonna get him killed as soon as I can bring Isabella away from him. Okay, so that's Thaddeus gone. And I'm gonna drop in my Carrion, because at Adamantine 2 he probably is over the 5,000 HP. And now I'm gonna start clearing the nits out a little bit. because I need to revive Thaddeus. There, that should work. I'm gonna heal him straight away. And the goal now is to clear the stage except for some small number of Tyranids, ideally one left, and the one Tyranid left should ideally be a Thermagant, so the ranged gun, like this. That's because their ranged attack deals some actual damage, while their melee deals very little damage being physical, and as such you can dose the damage they deal very accurately, which is going to help you at the end. There, I want to kill the warriors now. Good. That should be dead. That should hopefully be dead. Good. There. For now, don't worry about getting your heroes damaged, just make sure you clear the onslaught safely. This is very much fine. The last wave is gonna bring in some heroes, or maybe hero organisms if you want to be proper anal about it. I think I want to kill the spores because they probably, even at this difficulty, deal a lot of damage, which isn't, well, that convenient. There. Very nice. Okay, another warrior that I don't want to be alive. But right now with the shield, which I still don't know how works, because the block value that actually happens seems very arbitrary and pulled out of something's asshole. But hey, that's Tacticus nowadays for you, right? There. So Thaddeus hopefully kills the warrior. Good. The warriors provide the synapse thing so that the Tyrannid's instinctive behavior doesn't work, which isn't great because we want it to work, because that's what makes them so predictable and controllable. Okay, these assholes arrive. Is it on a bush? No, it's dead, that's what it is. Don't mess with Izzy. Good, that's the Neurothrope dead, and with that there is no more Synapse. I have a Termagant tucked away, so I can now kill everything. Maybe I could leave more Termagants, but let's play this safe, right? Boom. 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 Okay, so now this is the end goal. 6 heroes, all above 5000 maximum HP, only one Termagant for maximum control. All is well. I'm gonna put the Termagant on high ground here by moving everyone out of its range, and if it can select between several heroes, it should select the best hex to attack from. So Now it will target Incisus and it will want to attack him from this high ground. There. And now the waiting game begins. Just let the Thermagant bring everyone to low health. There. I didn't notice how much damage it did, but I don't think it's gonna overkill Thaddeus, and he's adjacent to Incisus, so this was in fact very safe. There. Don't have Easy adjacent. Dante, I forgot about Dante. Okay, looks like Izzy is going to be reduced in health next. Oh, come on. There, let's make it quicker. I said let's make it quicker. There, yeah, she should be able to take one more hit. And she has successfully taken over 5000 HP worth of damage, so she can move away. And the process repeats for all the heroes. There, I think that's 5000 HP worth of damage taken, so move away. Looks like Dante is next. Okay, that should be 5000 damage taken, even 6000, great. So move away, please. Yeah. Trajan is gonna take a while, probably. Okay, that's Trajan at minus 5000 HP. And that leaves Karian. The Custodies are on one hand not great at this because Martial Kata, on the other they're great at this because Martial Kata. Now, Karian has also taken sufficient damage, so now it's time to hit Incisus is active and get the healing done. And with that, the mission, at least on paper, is done. Can clear the onslaught. And, well, after honoring Incisus, I can move on.
Mission 3. Use Incisus' active ability 10 times. Another tricky mission, but with the greatest of efforts you may beat it once you master this super secret technique known only to 3 hermits from Gettysburg.
The third Incisus' Mythic Journey mission is supposedly for him to use his ability 10 times. Luckily, not in one battle. So this is pretty much the same thing as mission 1. Just bring Incisus wherever. And yeah, don't forget to use his active. In case you don't know how to, I'll select Incisus, and on the bottom of the screen, right here at the right, that's the ability. So tap it, then you get a friendly tooltip which says tap again to activate. So tap again to activate, and with that, assuming Incisus is adjacent to a damaged organic unit or damaged himself, he will use his active, progressing your mission. I'm sorry, but just didn't know how else to make this at least vaguely entertaining, so yeah, there's that. Anyway, after killing the last enemy of the stage, you should have +1 progress. Moving on.
Mission 4. Score 4 hits with Incisus in one turn. While technically doable in a power-up third arena match using a melee hits-up, you are probably better off grinding out Thoriad, Galgords and Vitruvius, and doing this one in the normal arena instead.
The fourth Mythic Journey mission for Incisus supposedly requires him to score 4 hits in one turn, and that's gonna need some setup and probably an arena, because you really don't want to be doing this in a guild raid. So, I forgot what I was saying, so anyway, bring Galgords adjacent to Incisus. Bring Vitruvius and Thoriad closer, and I'm expecting to then hit Karn on the next turn on this hex, because that's the closest Karn can get to my heroes, with Incisus after buffing him with Galgords, Vitruvius and Thoriad. There. So, time to start with the Va. And I think Ahriman is the best target for that. That worked. Next up, debuff Karn. And now from here, where Incisus has 2 hits, because the third from Thoriad and the fourth from Vitruvius, Karn should be fucked. And with that, the mission should be over. Just need to hopefully win the fight, but I think at this point, even with a weird team like this, that should be possible. Now, how do I kill the Neurothrope? This should work. This should work. Oh, that worked better than I expected. So anyway, that's roughly how to score 4 hits without power-ups with Incisus. Moving on.
Mission 5. Deal 60,000 damage with Incisus. As usual, the best way of dealing with an Imperial damage mission is your favorite Groticide stage, a sororitas to count kills, and maybe an episode of a series or an audiobook in the background.
The final Incisus' Mythic Journey mission is supposedly for him to deal 60,000 damage. Now, I like to do these missions for Imperials in Elite Mirror Octarius 7, because I like that upgrade, and you need buttloads of it, so let's do just that. I usually like to snipe some of the boys and tanks with Dante, because that's just good business, I think. Then I'm gonna pre-position already there, and then I will snipe the tanks with Dante. If I already mentioned that, I apologize, my memory isn't there. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, that's the last tank gone. Might as well get some kills with Incisus, because that's always good business. Got enough grots that I can just kill the boys. There. Okay, so that's all the boys gone. Now I'm gonna reset Isabella's Act of Faith by scoring a kill and move into the final positions. There. 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 Now everything is set up. The summoned grots have 600 HP, the originals have 500 only, so a little over 100 kills as evidenced by Isabella's Act of Faith, which only counts actual kills, not battle fatigues, which I suppose I can prove by there having been one battle fatigue just now and Izzy only having a plus 10% crit chance. So anyway, at roughly plus 1000% to crit chance, Incisus has scored enough kills. There shouldn't really be that many original grots left, especially if you manage to scare them away. And well, that's pretty much how you can very easily do this mission for just 10 energy. Now I'm not gonna take any more of your time, I think you got the point. So I'm just gonna clear the stage now. Oh, and I forgot that Dante isn't Mataneo and doesn't have an AoE attack because, yes, I suck like that. There. Boom. Oh, and boom. Okay, and well, that's roughly how to get the final Incisus mission done.
And that's how I will get through my Incisus mythic journey once I have gathered the missing few hundred shards. While I understand that he may not be the top priority for most tacticians, I always liked him and consider him one of my core heroes for quests because of his availability. Not to mention all the LRE tracks with a maximum one hit condition his healing carried me through. 10 out of 10, building recommended. And with that, I officially ran out of things to say, so thank you for watching and I'll see you around, Tactician. Kaurin, out.